Hey guys, it's me here with your weekly update. I just want to start off you guys by saying, again, I know every week you guys hear me just say thank you, but I am just so thankful for you guys for serving with kids and families. And I just wanted to remind you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are aware, but our like kind of theme verse for the year has been Psalm 8:2, which says, "Through the praises of infants and children, you have established a stronghold against your enemy to silence the foe and the avenger." And when I read that verse, it just makes me think of like how important our kids are to God's kingdom. It's not just, like there's so many examples of how like, there is the point where Jesus is like, no, do not hinder them, let them come to me. But there are so many stories in the Bible of like, David was a kid. There's King Josiah, like where God uses kids to actually bring about his purpose, and just how important it is that, and just actually how exciting it is that we get to participate within the life of our church and our community to help our kids learn that they get to be a part of God's kingdom now, and that they are an integral part of what God is trying to accomplish in our world today. It's not, someday when you're older and you're with the adults, da, da, da. It's like, no, like you guys actually get to accomplish this today. And so I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything you do on Sundays. And yeah, I know things sometimes get messy or whatever. And I just thank you guys so much for all your just grace and just, your willingness to help make things better. And just for serving and loving on our kids and families. So you guys, the biggest thing is this week, I mean, even today, kids have gone back to school. So for all of you who've been posting your back to school pics and stuff like that, I love it. Keep posting them. I can't wait to see more. I think more kids go back tomorrow. But thank you guys so much. Yeah, so we're back to school. Oh, this Sunday. So you guys back to school. That means this Sunday is our back to school bash. So if you guys don't know, Juliet Orr has been working hard getting bounce houses and Kona ice and all that stuff coming in. So it sounds like she has everything. I don't know if she'll reach out to any of you guys for help, but if you're free and can help out, I know she would greatly appreciate it. But just the biggest thing is you guys are going to receive a ticket for Kona Ice, and we're going to give every kid that when they're checked in, they're going to get a ticket. And then they're going to take that after service to the Kona ice truck. They get to turn it in for ice and then bring it back. The other thing is because this is the Sunday where kids move up in kids church, I'm going to give you guys like little all about me cards and stuff like that, but also just make sure like in small group time, or even, if you want to do like a shortened lesson plan, just spend time to make sure like to introduce the new kids, say, hey, let them share a little bit, or let all the kids share. We just really want to make the transition well. And so for small group leaders in elementary, I actually have a little cards for you that you guys are going to get that kind of help you will lead you through like how do I help kids like just connect really well. And we can use these for the first few weeks just because we really want to make kids like excited and feeling connected and not feeling like outsiders, like, hey, I haven't been a part of this, and stuff like that. You also are going to have to maybe whoever my large group leader is, make sure you spend maybe an extra minute reinforcing the classroom rules and like the classroom schedule, like, hey, this is what you can expect while you're here. The other thing is, let me see. So that's like, I guess that's just like the biggest thing. There's going to be a lot, probably in the next week or two, I'm going to start flying at you in regards to the fall. But the biggest thing is, the leaders and I, we just met the other week and we were just talking about the fall. And there's going to be a lot happening just because there's naturally a lot of things happening within our rhythms. But really, we're going to be focusing on kind of like the foundations and like really building some things that we think are going to help serve, like equip you. And then also, as I've been talking about, kind of like that discipleship piece. So for those of you guys who have filled out the survey, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. That's given me some really good ideas and some thoughts towards some things. But then also, so yeah, so just be thinking about that. If you guys have any feedback of like, hey man, like this would have made my experience better serving in KidVenture or whatever, please let me know as I'm building processes. I'm hoping actually within the next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing some of those things rolling out for each of your guys' area. But the great thing is we do have our policies and procedure manual. And I know we handed this out at the February meeting. A lot of you guys have sent it back and turned it in and signed the back page, but there's still quite a few of you who haven't. And plus I also know we have some new people on team. So I'm actually just kind of as a way to reset, now that we're back to school rhythms, just kind of reset expectations. Remember policies and procedures, they actually serve three purposes. Number one, they keep our kids safe, they keep families safe, and they keep you guys safe, and they keep our church safe. Because if anything were to happen, it's all going to come back on the church. And so we really just want to help create a consistent experience and consistent expectation. And one of those expectations is just to remember that when you pick kids up at the end, or when parents are picking up kids at the end of service, that you're checking that parent name tag, okay? Even up through fifth grade, we're checking all of the name tags. there's stuff happening within families that I'm not going to be able to share with you guys because it's a pastoral thing. But we just need to keep our kids safe. And by the way, if you ever have a parent that gets mad at you, first of all, just know that means you're doing something right. But we really want to keep our kids safe. Like I would defend you guys in that instance in a heartbeat. And, I don't think I've ever, I mean, I've heard of like one person who got mad, but mostly it was because they're like, wait, we've been here for so long and you've never checked my sticker. And I don't want that to be our story. I want it to be like they just know from the beginning, this is what's expected of me. This is what happens. Yeah, because I want to keep our kids safe and I want to keep you guys safe. I don't want there ever to be any question. I'm like, well, who did you release it to? But just a reminder, if a parent comes out there like, oh my gosh, I really don't have the claim ticket, I lost it or whatever. First of all, on the bottom of the kid's name tag, it'll list the parent along with the phone number of who checked them in. So you can real quick at the door say, do you just have an ID? As long as those two names match, you can release the child. If they don't, you then have to get myself or the Sunday captain, and we will then take care of releasing the child. And by the way, I will walk with the parent back to the classroom and say, you can release them. I would never tell a parent, oh, just tell them Lindsay. Like, no, I would never do that because anybody can then say that. So just a reminder, like we really want to be checking name tags. That's the parent tag, the parent security tag with the kid. That's actually our biggest security piece in terms of who can go with what for the kids. And then yeah, I mean, you guys, that's pretty much it. The biggest thing is I just would love for you guys, if you could think about it and respond back to me. If I want to ask you guys a question. So for those of you who attended the national conference, a lot of it was about when we talk about God's kingdom. We want to talk about like joining, like, being aware of where God's at work within and then joining him there. And so I just wanted to ask you guys, where do you see God at work already in our ministry? Like if you were to see and say, man, like these are the areas where I really see God at work within our ministry. I just would love to hear what you guys have to say. I know I have my thoughts, and that our leadership team, we have our thoughts, but I just actually would love to hear your guys' thoughts. So thank you guys so much. Can't wait to see you all on Sunday. Back to school. Yay, parents, for all of you who dropped off your kids, even though there were tears. Yeah, just know I'm praying for all you guys. And yeah, welcome back to school. Woohoo! See you guys Sunday. Bye.